take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Hey, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning team. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Even blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
For Baltimore.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Tuck it and run. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Now Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
At the 47-yard line.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And Jeffrey's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Cousins. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Cousins from the gun on third. Got a man. He finds Sanders.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Boston Scott, his first carry. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Travis Fulgham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Had the option there, read it perfectly, and an easy little touchdown toss.
And it has to be a sharp throw, too, because of where they are on the field, the extra traffic, things are condensed near the goal line. Good route by the receiver as well.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start for Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson flushed out right. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Ravens 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1.
And there is a flag as he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. But who's this going to be against? Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. He's going to find his receiver, Chris Moore.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Into the first quarter with the score Eagles 14, Ravens 0.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
The tackle made by Derek.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
And the Eagles have recovered.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try try to protect it. These guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Now a carry for Sanders. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Cousins. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Sanders. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 23.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The wide receiver.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. That's caught at the 1. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and goal at the Ravens' 1-yard.
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson.
They'll roll him out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Jackson now off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. To throw is Jackson. Off the bootleg. That's complete, right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
Jackson will throw again. That's caught at the 3. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead. And it's 17-7.
Good. Makes the score Eagles 17, Ravens 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Cousins now from the 50. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
On the option, Jackson will keep it.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh, my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A good push there from that offensive line as Sanders able to take that forward for a gain of about 6 on first down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On first down, Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. On a man down, and it's Sanders. We'll check on his status when we get back. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now Scott. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up second
and 11 now.
At the 16-yard line.
Throwing, Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This is caught.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Boston Scott, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
If you know, that's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Ravens 14. Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. This will be taken in by Hightower. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
At the 23-yard line.
Here's Scott. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On second down, it's Scott. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Cousins. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure, yeah, this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
DeAnthony Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the fourth quarter.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down.
Escaping the pressure right. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. To throw again on second down. Jackson, pass incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Jackson looking to throw on third. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Ravens have got it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
A short throw caught by Andrews. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. Jackson took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you...
And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Eagles. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Eagles 38, Ravens 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now left side on the swing pass. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. That's caught at the 25. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. To throw again is Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them, because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They go again with Scott. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Their own 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's 2nd and inches at the 32.
Cousins gets this one out wide quickly, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
On the carry, this is Scott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Taken down at the
Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now, backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Scott, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll run with Scott. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Today's final score.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Eagles, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another home date next week as the New York Giants come to town. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
For the wins, came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't kill what's still private. I might just double it up, did it? Never enough, I'm with it. From 2-3 on the business, whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just take my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folded again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Yeah. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.